levantarse hay que saber caerse. Para ganar hay que saber perder. Y hay que saber que esa es la vida nomás. Y que te caes y te levantas muchas veces. Y algunos se caen y no se levantan nunca más, que en general son los más sensibles. Los más fáciles.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings. We're going to get right into it today. I know y'all see the title. We're going to talk about it. I hope you guys are doing good on the Shabbat. And the word Shabbat just means the Sabbath for those who don't know, right? It's the Sabbath. So we're going to talk about it. How's everybody doing? If you're doing well and you're happy to be alive, please type a Quam in the chat. Don't get right into it. Please do me a favor. Also hit that like button on the way in. If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe. Also, share this video with your friends and family. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the brother, Kevin Samuels. The title is Kevin Samuels was restoring the image of God. That's what they don't want to talk about. But we're going to talk about it. That's why they were so mad at this brother. He was restoring the image of God. And we're going to understand what exactly that means. So thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. We're going to start the show. And also, we want to give all praise to the Most High. We coming into the Feast of First Fruits. So praise the Most High if you're keeping the Feast of First Fruits. Right? For those who don't know what the Feast of First Fruits is, right? It's the feast 50 weeks after the Passover. Right? And yes, we are 50 weeks away from when we celebrated the Passover. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how time just flew? But I thank you all for coming in. As you come in, do me a favor, hit that like button. Drive the traffic so we could get our brothers and sisters in the room and we could have this conversation. Right? So we're going to talk about it. So without any further ado, we're going to start the show. I'm your host, Born of Levi, and this is the Born of Levi Experience. Let's get right into it. All right. Shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings. Right. Thank you guys for coming in and staying in touch and trying to see what we're talking about today. Right. As you guys could see, the topic is about Kevin Samuels, who we've just found out recently that he passed away at age 56 to a heart attack. Right. That's what they're saying. Right. And at first it couldn't be confirmed. Right. They saying it couldn't be confirmed that, people were saying, social media platforms was going crazy. Somebody, a couple of people sent me, the image or the post via Instagram. And I'm like, yo, what? How is this? How is this even possible? And, people were saying that he did a live stream the day before and he looked perfectly fine. And, just looking at the brother, he looked like a brother who's in tip top shape. He's not overweight. You know what I'm saying? he don't look like he suffer from any health issues, but this brother mysteriously passes away. And I always find it weird when, you know, these celebrities, because, you know, he was becoming a celebrity, so we could call him a celebrity, right? I just find it weird when these celebrities pass on. Is always like a case of like a heart attack or something. Do y'all find that weird? Like, I want to know, do y'all think that's weird? Y'all don't think that, I don't want to say foul play, but you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I want to talk about that. Kevin Samuels was restoring the image of God. And I know what I'm saying right now, a lot of sisters and certain brothers as well too is not going to like what I'm saying. But hey, this is my platform, so I can say what I want to say. And I'm going to say the truth. And I'm going to lie not. Right? Based off what I've observed from that brother's content. Yes, the brother was controversial. He was. And he had a rather unorthodox way of presenting his message. And it could have rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I understand that, you know, because he did have some vulgar speech, but the content of what he was saying, what I believe was being looked over, was being missed. Right? Oh, he's a woman basher. He hates black women. You know, he hates us. He always talking bad. He's woman bashing. And these are the things that people are saying who are offended by what he's saying. But the question is, why are you offended? Are you offended because he's addressing things that you're dealing with? Right? So we got to talk about that, family. We got to be honest. We got to really honestly analyze and digest what this brother was actually doing. Because of that, brother, a lot of brothers were starting to realize their worth. Because, you know, for years, brothers had to take the back seat while women was in the forefront. And if you look at this economy, and it's nothing against my sisters, it's nothing against women. You understand what I'm saying? But if you take a look at the way the economy is ran, it's like women are in position or in positions that men used to, run. And now women are, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a woman working a job. But I feel there should be what's called gender roles. And some people may disagree with me. That's your opinion. I believe in gender roles. I agree with that. I grew up in a household where I saw gender roles. You know what I'm saying? I that's what I grew up. I understood what a man is supposed to do, and I understood what a woman is supposed to do. That's just what I understood growing up. But it's like in this society that we're living in now, it's like you can't talk about stuff like that. Because the minute you start to say a man should be the head of household, women is in an uproar. And what he was doing, he was just showing sisters their value. Not to be over a man, but to understand how you work in conjunction with a man. And this is what this brother was doing. He was restoring the image of God. And now why am I saying that? Why am I saying that Kevin Samuels was restoring? He was bringing back the image of God. He was restoring that image. When you read in the book of Genesis, right? Man, first of all, man was created first. It was Adam and then Eve. We can't skip around that, right? But Adam, the man, was created in the image of God. So Adam was a replication of what God would be on the earth. Listen to me clearly, right? So as God, he's supposed to be dominant because that what was given to man. He says, Most High said, be fruitful and multiply and to have dominion over the earth. So a man is supposed to have dominion. But one thing that people overlook is that when the Most High seen Adam on his own, he realized, it's not good that man should live alone. You know what? I'm going to give him the greatest counterpart. I'm going to create a woman for him. And that woman is going to help him have dominion. That's what sisters are missing. That a woman was created from man to be his counterpart, to help him have dominion, not to have dominion equal with him, not to have dominion over him, but to help him to have dominion. And by him having dominion, you also have dominion, but it's not over the man. So that image that God created on earth, you can't find that image. Rarely you find that image. And in the cultures that it affects the most is in Black and brown and Hispanic communities, where the image of God, the man, cannot even rule his household without the counterpart, the woman, right? Not trying to be over him, not being submissive. And now the word submissive. A lot of sisters don't like that word. A lot of sisters don't like the word submission, to be submissive. What does the word submissive even mean? The scriptures tells us that the women have to be submissive to their own husbands. When you ask sisters, what does the word submissive even mean? They tell you all these cliche answers, be quiet, do good. But to be submissive to your husband means to listen to him. Listen to what he wants you to do and do what he likes for you to do. If you operate outside of that, then you're not really being submissive. The key word is to listen to your husband. And we understand that's the way it should be, because had Eve listened to Adam, right, and listened to instruction, this world that we see right now, the chaos that is in, wouldn't be the way it is. But it's up to us as man and woman to fix that. It's upon us. We have to fix that. We can't. Who's gonna fix it? Because leave it to the people who's oppressing us, who's ruling over us. What image they're gonna show you? They want to continue to show you the image of black men as nothing, hanging in front of corner stores, being rappers, drugged out. They want to show our women what? Strippers in the club, twerking. This is the image that they want to push. They don't want to push the image of God, which is man, woman, and child. They don't want to push that, especially not for our communities. They don't want our communities to see that or to become that image, because there's a power that comes with being in the image of God. So what Kevin Samuels was doing, may the Most High rest his soul, was restoring the image of God by talking to sisters and letting them know what their value is. And letting sisters know, like, yo, the reason why you can't find a man is because you're trying to be the man. And it's okay to let a man lead you. We were taught that, well, I should say our sisters was taught in a way where they're independent. Are women independent? Yes, women are very independent. And it's great that women are independent. But when it comes to you and your man now, you can be independent, but you still have to be what your man wants, and vice versa. Your man has to be what you want. So we're going to talk about it. So now, what was so crazy, and I want to talk about this point too. What was so crazy about, when the news came out, and the news came out yesterday, and social media went crazy, right? When the news came out that Kevin Samuels died, right? The amount of negative hate and comments by majority sisters and some brothers as well too was disgusting. I mean, some sisters was glorifying the fact that this man died. I seen a post on Instagram where, it was a thread, and, it was one of the posts that said, Kevin Samuels is dead, no longer with us, whatever the case is. So I was like, yo, let me look at the comments. I'm scrolling through the comments, and I'm just seeing what these sisters are saying. And there was one comment that caught my eye. Right? So the sister, she tags another sister and says, "I'm so happy he's out the way. I'm so happy he's gone. He needed to be gone." Then I click on her page. I'm like, yo, you must be bringing something forth that's of good value. So I click on her page to see, why you have so much hate towards a man who was just basically trying to help our community. Some people don't even look at it like that. So I clicked on her page. Her bio reads. This is what her bio reads. Bomb A, or bomb, mother of two. So from that bio, I already know what I'm dealing with. A single mom of two. Then I'm looking through her page, and if you see the filth that she's posting, half naked pictures, twerking, the selfie shots of, trying to show, all that stuff. I'm trying to keep it clean. Is the Shabbat, right? So I said, okay, now I see why you're saying good riddance. Now I see through your page and through your bio why you saying what you're saying, because he was addressing women like her. The women who, single moms, right? Who is out there just trying to be ratchet and think that a man should just accept them for who they are. And just out there. And I felt bad for the sister because I know that sister's lost. If she would have just sat down and evaluated what this man was bringing forth, that page would have been deleted. All those images on her page, she would have took it down, and she would have corrected herself, and she would have been a modest sister, a good sister. She probably could be a great wife to a brother somewhere. But because she refused to take advice or to take correction, and that's the thing with our people. We gotta keep it real. Our people don't like to hear correction. That's first and foremost. It does something to the psyche where you can't even take correction. Our people can't take correction. And if you're living a certain way, right? If you're living a certain way and somebody's addressing that, and you're comfortable living in that way, somebody will take offense on how somebody is speaking about your way of life, because you're comfortable, right? You're comfortable with how you live. This is what you want to do. This is how you want to be. But let's say if the way you live, how comfortable you are living, right, is not morally the way to live. And somebody is addressing that, but you take offense. But you don't want to hear about being morally sound. You don't want to hear about that. You want to just do what you want to do. You want to be nasty. You want to be out here in the streets running around with God knows how many, partners or baby fathers or whatever it is. And I get it. Sometimes our sisters fall into, they fall into bad situations where they become single moms. I'm not talking about those women. I'm not talking about those women who got the short end of the stick, who are intelligent and are good women. I'm talking about the women who are not good women. The ones who want to be out there running the streets and expect a man to just be serving them hand and foot. A woman who don't want to take correction. A woman who's loud and clamorous and just out there in the streets and just crazy with it. All different kind of color hair. That's the sisters I'm talking about. And that's the sisters that he was trying to reach to change them. Because what end up happening to these, what end up happening to these sisters? What end up happening to them? They grow old alone until about their 40s. Then they realize, dang, I played around a lot. Now I'm old and I'm trying to give this up. I'm trying to settle down. Nobody want me now. And he was trying to save our sisters from that. Because like I said, the only culture or the only people that has been affected by this woman dominance is the black and brown Hispanic community. You rarely see the family image of God in our communities. You don't see that. It's rare. And when you do, it's like sprinkled here and there. But you don't see younger people getting married and establishing families. You rarely see that in our communities, in our upbringings, because we have been destroyed. And what that brother was doing was changing the lives of brothers and sisters too. Don't think that only women was bashing him and hated him. There was some men who hated him too. Those brothers, I don't know what they're looking for in women, but that's another topic. But there were some sisters who did actually find value in what this man was bringing forth. I'm gonna play a video of a sister who did find value in what this man was bringing forth. So not all sisters hated him. So there were some sisters who was able to sit down and take the correction, even though if it was harsh. And I feel like we are a people who need that. I don't feel like we need that. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Just try harder next time. Sometimes we need you stink. Sometimes you need that tough love. Yo, you wildin', you get out of here. Go clean yourself up. Nobody's gonna take you like that. Sometimes you need that addressing, because if you beat around the bush, you're just coddling or you're just bandaging a wound. You see the wound there, but you just wiping it off and you don't try to heal it, to close it up. We got to be able to see the wound and clean it and bind it up so that way it could get fixed. And that's the thing. Our people don't be wanting that. Our people don't be wanting to get fixed. Our people want to stay in their ways. And that's what I want to know. Is it hard? Is it hard for our communities to be submissive to one another? Or is it hard for our communities to understand gender roles? Because when you talk about gender roles, especially with a black and a Hispanic woman, they don't be wanting to hear that. There's a lot of sister soldiers that has been created in our communities. And when you address that, sisters get offended. There's a lot of soft brothers that has been created in our communities. And when you address those soft brothers, they get offended. So what's wrong with our people that we can't take correction? And you know what happens when when the other nations look at us and they see us arguing about these kind of topics about marriage, husband and wife, and man being a man and woman being woman. You see, you know how the Gentiles look at us, how the nations look at us. They laugh. While they're allowing our women to speak against us, their women would never do something like that. The other nations, they understand the importance of having that structure of a man leading his household. But our communities, we don't take pride in that. We don't take pride in that. We've lost that way. We've lost, you understand? We've lost that understanding. We lost it. Right? And this is how they would want Kevin Samuels to be remembered on his deathbed. And it's very sad, right? Let me show this. It's very sad. We understand that, that man, he wasn't perfect, right? Look at, and this is Yahoo News, right? This is how they allegedly want him to be remembered, allegedly, right? Kevin Samuels, polarizing YouTuber, notorious for comments about black woman, dead at 56. Why would you put that as a title? Notorious, known for notorious comments about black women. Notorious. He's notoriously known for comments about black women. And you see, that's the image they want to be portrayed in our communities. A black man demeaning a black woman. But was he demeaning black women, or he was trying to fix black women? That is the question. This is how they want this brother to be remembered. But let him had been a white man, and he was the most vile, whitest person on the earth, they would have never put a title like this for one of their own. This is how they want him to be remembered. Look at this. YouTuber Kevin Samuels, known for misogynistic advice, dead at 56. This is how they want this brother to be remembered. They want to continue to have our sisters hold on to the hate of him trying to fix them. And our sisters is taking it as hate, that he hated them. No. He loved our sisters. He loved our women. It's just that our women didn't love him. Our people didn't love him. Right? There's a scripture that says, correct a fool and he will hate you. But correct a righteous man and he will love you and he will appreciate you for that. So read between the lines, y'all. Why is it that our people can't take correction? Why is it that when one of our, and you see, let Kevin, matter of fact, I would want to know this. If Kevin Samuels was a white Caucasian male, would the hate be this strong towards him? Would you see our woman on social media blasting this brother? I mean, you could go on YouTube right now and type in "I hate Kevin Samuels" or "Kevin Samuels black women hate," and see people setting up podcasts and having conversations about why he's not why they hate him, or why he needs to be out of here. I've seen they had a petition. They created a petition to get Kevin Samuels off of YouTube and Instagram. And how much you want to bet? I bet my last dollar that petition was created by a black woman, or women in general. Women who did not want to take the correction. And yo, he was being real. And you know what it is too? Women always say, I want a man that's real. Why you can never tell me? Why you can't be real? Here it is, brothers is being real. You know what I'm saying? And we understand it. We starting to understand our potential now. We understand what we should be looking for. But nah, we don't want that. No, don't say that. But you should accept me for how I am. Yeah, accept you for running the streets, right? Disrespecting me, disrespecting your parents, not taking care of your kids, doing all this. I should accept that as a man and be okay with it. And this is what Kevin Samuels was addressing. No more should a man stoop down to the level where I gotta be on my hands and knees for a woman. Unless she's my wife. If she's my wife, I'm gonna do what I have to do for her. But if I'm looking for a wife, I'm not gonna bend to your will. I shouldn't have to bend to your will when that wasn't the purpose of why I was created. Heck, that wasn't even the purpose why you were created. According to the scriptures, you were created to help me to help me have dominion on earth. And that's what our sisters is not understanding. A woman's purpose was to help the man have dominion, not to work against him, not to fight against him, or not to see who's better. That's not the reason. That's not why the Most High created women. He didn't create women for us to compete. That's not what. And this is what our sisters are not understanding. And here it is. This man in his short life, 56 is a short life. That's only a jubilee in 6 years. In his short life, organically grew his page and his content to what we see right now. Right? To fix the black community. And y'all have to really listen to what he's saying. Okay, like I said, yes, his approach is rather unorthodox. But the message was being lost. And it's so sad because when one of us tried to stand up, and I say one of us, black and brown, when we try to stand up to help our people, it's always our own people to shoot us down. Why is that, guys? Why are we the only nation of people that try to kill our own prophets and teachers? Why is it? Why is that us? This is how you know this is how you know we are the descendants of the same people who killed Christ. Here it is, Christ on earth. He's trying to help the people, trying to get people to be baptized for the remission of their sins, trying to stop our people from living how they wanted to live and come back to the image of God. What they did, we got to get this out the way. Crucify him. Are you sure I find nothing worthy of death in this man? Kill him. Let the blood of him be on our children. Malcolm X. Trying to show our people, opening up their eyes to what's been going on, how we're getting the short end of the stick. And towards the end of his life, he realized we were the children of Israel. It takes one of us to come in and kill him. Right? If y'all haven't seen it, Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know if y'all seen that movie. Right? Y'all need to see that movie. Over and over and over again, there's always a Judas amongst our people that don't want to see someone with our skin complexion giving orders, giving correction. Why is that? Why have we been so destroyed that we can't even accept correction from someone who looks just like you? Heck, I would rather somebody who looked like me correct me, because you know what I'm going through. You know me. You are me. I can't let somebody who don't look like me correct me. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm going through. You never walked a mile in my shoes. You don't have the same plight that my people plight. So don't even try to correct me in an area where you have no understanding. Right? You could give me advice. Okay, God, right. But I would rather somebody who looked like me give me correction, because you know what I've been through. We walked in the same places. We grew up in the same neighborhoods. We grew up in the same broken homes. Other nations can't say that. Other nations can't talk like that. Other nations that weren't raised with mommy and daddy and seen a fruitful marriage. A lot of us come from these broken homes. Heck, some of us don't even know their fathers. A lot of us don't even know who our father is. And we still destroyed to the point we don't even know our history. We can't even trace our lineage back to anything. That's why it says in the book of Jeremiah 17:4, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We're destroyed. And the Most High removed us from our heritage, man. Now it's making sense to why we're so destroyed as a people. Why we are getting the short end of the stick. And when we try to help each other, when one of us come up with the information and knowledge, I don't want to hear that. Get out of here. We talk about. I know you. We went to the same school. What are you bringing to me for? What are you bringing that to me? But let somebody who looks completely different from them and talk in a certain way, that information is valid. And it's to the point where we can't even take health advice from each other. But let somebody come in the room with a white jacket on and pull out a book and read the diagnosis to you, you listening to that. This is how they want this brother to be remembered. They want him to be remembered as the woman hater. And that's strategic. That is very strategic on what they're doing. They want the lasting memory in the minds of our people, especially our women, as this, right? This is what they want. Kevin Samuels, polarizing YouTuber, notorious for comments about black women. This is what they want. And that was not even his message. His message was not to demean and to degrade black women. What he was doing was exposing and showing what women have become. And him and him speaking and taking the time out to speak to these women to show them the era of where they went wrong. But our sisters don't want to see that. Our people don't want to hear that. Our people, we the same people who used to tell the prophets, yo, we don't want to hear that. Yo, tell us good words, man. Prophesy to us good things, man. Tell us smooth words. I want to hear a word that's gonna make me feel good. But what good is a word that's gonna make you feel good if you're not changing? I made you feel good, but you still have wicked ways that you have to change. What did those smooth words profit you? You just felt good for a time, and then you still wicked. You still not changing yourself. You still not what? And that's what it is. When you look at these Sunday churches and people who go into the New Age movement and becoming Buddhist, people just want to feel good. They want that feel good message. They want that feel good religion. But you tell them black and white where it says in the Bible, yo, God said we shouldn't be doing this. What Bible you reading from? Nah, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear I'm going to be prosperous. I'm going to hear I'm going to have money. I want to hear that I'm going to have that big house with the nice car. That's the God that I want to serve. But the God that we serve, he's willing to give us these things if we will humble ourselves and follow him. And you can't expect to get the cherry on top without working for it. You can't expect to get the prize without fixing yourself. And I always say this, how can you expect to get a promotion as a worker if you have no work ethic? You expect to just come to work and do the same thing every day and not get a promotion and just get a promotion? But you're not putting in no work. You're not putting in no effort. And that's what it is. I feel like we are a generation that we just expect to have. We are people, here we are people who come from nothing, who never had nothing, just expect to just to have it. Here, take this. Yeah, you deserve it. I do? But I didn't even did nothing. Yeah, I know. Just take it. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And I'm not saying that Kevin Samuels was the most righteous man on this earth. I'm not saying that he was the best man on the earth, but we cannot deny what this brother was doing. He was restoring the image of God. And that's another thing. The Most High works in mysterious ways. We cannot question the method of how the Most High works. We can't question that because you know why? Let me read this to y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? Huh? Y'all think I'm playing? The Most High is going to use any piece he wants. Like this earth. Listen to this clearly. This earth that we're living on is a chessboard. Everybody living on this planet is pieces on his chessboard. Listen to me clearly. Everybody. And the Most High will use any piece on his board to fulfill his will on this earth. And yes, do I believe Kevin Samuels was used by the Most High to fulfill a purpose on this earth for him? Yes. He was used to restore the image of God back on this earth. How I know this? I'll read a couple of scriptures for y'all. I'm in Amos chapter 9. And there's a prophecy that has to come to pass. This is a prophecy that has to come to pass. So how is this prophecy going to come? Is going to come to pass? Is it just going to come to pass like this? Like we're going to blink our eyes and see it? No, it has to be set up. The same way how I didn't see myself understanding what I understand now. It took a process for me to understand that. But I'm where the Most High want me to be. But it took the Most High had to bring me through a process to unlearn me and to break me down and build me back up to what I'm supposed to be for him. And the Most High is going to do that for everything on this earth. Watch. Look. Amos 9:11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. So now what does that even mean? How is he going to raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen? Who is David? David was a king. He was a man from the tribe of Judah. The kingship of Judah is not even in existence anymore. The people of Judah are not even standing up anymore. But he said, in that day, I'm going to raise it up. How is he going to do that? Unless he use a man to do that. Right? Follow me. And close up the breaches thereof. What breaches? What is a breach? When you have, when a wall is cracked, when there's an army trying to penetrate a kingdom's wall, they got to breach the wall. So there was something within Judah that the enemy was able to come in and breach. So the Most High said he's going to raise up the tabernacles of David, the men of Judah, right? And he's going to bind up the breaches. So that way now no one could be able to come and confuse these men ever again through Christ, right? And I will raise up his ruins and I will build it as in the days of old. So how is the Most High going to set up the tribe of Judah, the men of Israel, like in the old days? Because remember, we lost our way of life. We lost our understanding. We lost our heritage. So how is he going to do that? You know what? He's looking at his chessboard and is like, you know what? Yeah, I see a couple of pieces that I could use to bring forth this prophecy. Yeah, I see a couple of chess pieces on my board that I could use to teach my men to be like the days of old, where men were men and men understood how to be men and were fearless for his word. So now how is the Most High going to do that? He's going to use men. Look, jump into Isaiah 13. Listen, I'm going to bring it out. This is what the nations feared. This is why they had to get him out the way, allegedly. Isaiah 13:11. Listen to this. Follow me. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Right? And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And the only way the Most High could do that is through knowledge. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Only a man with understanding could put somebody to shame, expose wickedness, expose darkness, right? And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So there's a lot of haughty people on the earth that don't want to take correction. And the Most High promised that he will start to set up a system that would be able to put everything in its proper place. How is he going to do that? Look at this. Verse 12. I will make a man, listen to me clearly, this is not my words, it's the Most High. He says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir. So now how can he make a man? And it's not just any man. He's talking about the men of the Most High, the men of Israel, the men of Judah who fell. He said, I'm going to punish the world, but in that time, I'm going to make a man more precious than fine gold. How's he going to do that? Unless he used pieces on his chessboard to teach other men how to be that fine gold. And that's what Kevin Samuel was doing. And the thing is, the haughtiness of some of these women didn't want to see that. They didn't want to see the image of God reign over them because they so used to doing what they want to do. It's okay. But that's not going to stop the Most High's prophecy. The Most High is doing something on this earth that the Gentiles can't understand. This conversation would have never been had unless the Most High used this brother to start talking about these issues that's stopping the image of God from reigning on this earth. And not just any old image. The image of the black man, woman, and family, Hispanic man, woman, and family. You see that? Last scripture for you. Jeremiah 51. Look. Last scripture for y'all. Jeremiah 51 and 19. And this is why this book cannot be destroyed, and it cannot be messed with, and it cannot be taken lightly, because what the Most High said he's going to do, he's going to do it. And we're seeing it happen on the earth. So look, Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob is a man who had 12 sons. They have become the 12 tribes of Israel. Men. Right? He said, the portion of Jacob is not like them. Who's them? Who are the portion of Jacob not like? The rest of the men on this earth. The other nations, whatever race they are. The portion of Jacob, we are not like other men. Trust and believe that. So when the elite powers seen this brother from God knows where start fixing men, and not their men, our men. When they seen that, they was like, oh nah, we got to get this brother out the way. Listen clearly. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Listen to this. The Lord of hosts is his name. Look at verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Who? Jacob, the men of Jacob. So when the Most High is going to use what is the Most High going to use to shape up this earth? To build up the ruins of David, to bind up the breaches thereof? The men of Jacob. He said what? Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee, listen to this. For with you, black men, Hispanic men, Native American, Indian men, right? He said, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces men and women. That's talking about understanding, breaking in pieces the understanding of the people of this world. They have lost their way from the true God. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. So the Most High got no filter. You could get the word from a young man, or you could get the word from an old man. You still got to get it. I will break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young men and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. All these false teachers, all these people bringing false understanding, destroying our people, the Most High is going to use the sons of Jacob to break these people down and put our people back in order. Look at this. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. So all of these jobs, all of these businesses, we going to take over all of that, right? And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers, right? How is he going to do that? The Most High can't do that unless he set up the men that he's looking for. The men of Jacob, the men of Israel. You so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indian men, you have to stand up and become who the Most High has placed you on this earth to be. To have dominion. To be his choice battle axe. And when the Gentile nations seen this brother doing that, they was like, oh no, he's restoring the men that are supposed to take our position. He is, oh my gosh, I see the prophecies coming to pass. We have to get this man out of the way. So for all the sisters who hated him, you need to thank him. You need to thank that brother because he was helping the Most High establish the men to be men on this earth, bringing back the image of God. What y'all have to say about that? Right? And that's the thing. You could kill the man, but you can't kill the idea. I want that to sink in. You could kill the man, but you cannot kill the idea. How can you kill an idea? Especially when the idea is coming from the heavens. That's a scary thing. You can't kill an idea that's coming straight from the heavens. Can't do it. You could try. But you can't do it. Because the Most High is raising up the sons of Jacob. Take me out, another one's going to raise up in my stead. Take him out, another one's going to raise him up in his stead. Take him out, another one's going to raise up. That's why you can't stop an idea. You can't kill it. It's not going to happen. And guess what? I'm raising my sons to be just like me. So you take me out, my sons is going to raise up. And their sons is going to raise up. And that, you see how that works, guys? You see why it's so important to teach these laws, statutes, and commandments to our children? Because you cannot kill an idea. Kill a man. They killed Christ. He raised on the third day. That wasn't stopping it. And the fact that they did that, his message spread throughout the world. Hence why we are here before you. The image of God is back on this earth. And that's the thing. They're trying to stop the image of God. They're trying. Right? And do me a favor, guys. If you guys can, please hit that like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for coming in and listening to this stream. But this is a topic that we need people to hear and understand. Because everybody's talking about him just passing away. But they're not talking about what was established through him, through his platform. That was prophecy that we were seeing. The Most High setting up the standard for what a man is supposed to be. I'm a man. I'm supposed to have dominion. I'm not going to settle for less. Matter of fact, we're going to put our woman in check too. We're going to put our woman in their proper order where she could help me and she could be in her proper position. And it's so sad that our woman, we see our sisters blasting this brother, man. Blasting him, saying all manner of hate. And he's just trying to fix our community, trying to fix our people, man. Look, for the sisters who think, not just the sisters, but sisters and brothers who think or who thought that he was only destroying the image of the black woman. Let's hear it out of the mouth of a black woman.
What's up, y'all? Know from the move here. Look like I've been crying. I was. I had the opportunity to join Kevin Samuels live today. He added me to his show, and it was real. It got real, and I'm thankful though. I'm thankful for all the advice and that he takes time out to actually help people, you know.
She said what? She said what? Here's a sister who was on his show and said, I want to take the time to thank him because he what? He helps people. This is what they don't want you to see. They don't want him to be remembered like this. She said he helps people, and not just any people, our people.
And that's a gift. That's his gift. Everybody's gift is somebody, and I'm definitely going to check into what he said to me tonight. But other than that, I hope everybody had a very good Valentine's Day and love yourselves, you know. And to love yourself is to get the help you need and have that self-discipline that you need as well.
And you see, here it is, here's a sister who was able to listen to what he was telling her, digest it. She said, you know what, I'm going to think about the things that he said to me. She was able to think about what he said. Like, you know what, what he's saying makes sense. And I believe that she's going to apply it. And look, that's a person that he was able to fix. Tell me that's not the Most High doing that. Fixing our woman. Fixing our men.
I've never experienced anything like that before. I was on a show maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and I got over like 90 DMs, and everybody is so positive and uplifting. Like, I really, really appreciate everybody who sent me all those messages. Like, God bless you guys. And we are all really here to encourage each other. And it's like, God is real and love do exist. There are good people in this world.
You heard that? She said God is real and good people do exist. And she was able to get all of that, right? She was able to get that from just being on his show for 4 minutes. This is what they don't want y'all to understand. This is what they don't want our woman to realize, that what he was doing. Because there's some women who really found value. And there's some women that really, our people, we are a broken people. We need help. We need fixing. And the thing is, the nations, they don't want us fixed. They don't want us fixed. They want us destroyed. They want us downtrodden. They want to see us in the ghettos. Whew. Whew. And it hurts because, you know what I mean? We just want to do the right things, bro. And we don't have the answers. And I know the Most High sees that, man. The Most High sees that, and he's sending help. And if y'all can't tell, I get really passionate about this because I love my people. I look at our children and I see the future, and I'm like, man, these people are trying to destroy our people, man. try to destroy our children. They want us out the way. But we serve a God who's just. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to do what he say he going to do. No matter how he say he going to do it, he going to do it. All right, let me get a qualm in the chat, man. Let me get a qualm in the chat. If y'all know the Most High is going to do it. And this is what they don't want. And if we just all was just to focus our energy, focus our thoughts and our prayers towards our God, something miraculous will happen on this earth. We will see a crazy change on this earth, man. And they will, and the nations will see true power on this earth, man. We got to bring back the image of God on this earth. We need our men to know their worth, know their value, know their place. We need our sisters to know their value, know their worth, and know their place. We need fixing. This is what they don't want you to know. This is what they don't want you to see. And it pains me to see my people just looking crazy. Here it is. You walk throughout the earth. You don't see the nations so finished like our nation, man. You don't see people. You don't see the people of the other nations so destroyed like our people. You don't see that nowhere else. But here it is. We trying to fix each other. We can't even take a correction to each other, man. We can't. So, I'm going to do something different, man. If y'all want to join me, y'all join me on this. We're going to toast. We're going to toast to that brother, man, Kevin Samuels. We're going to toast to him. Because we cannot overlook the work that he was doing for our people. So, raise your glass. We're going to toast. I'm going to toast Kevin Samuels, man. And I pray that the Most High rest your soul in peace. And, that the work continue. And we're going to continue that thing. Trust and believe. We're going to continue that. Yeah. Now that, had to get that out the way. But praise the Most High. Right? So we here. We are here. And we got to talk about it, y'all. So you know what I'll do? Still a little early. We'll take some calls. We'll talk. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this, man. If y'all call in, let's talk. Were you affected by what Kevin Samuels was doing on this earth? Did you hate it? I want to hear from everybody. Did you hate it? Were you upset? Did you think that he was misogynistic? Did you think that he hated black women? Call if you felt that way too, and explain yourself. Right? But yeah, we're gonna get into it. And then I'm gonna play this song. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. Y'all should know where I'm going with this.
Shaby, you know there. I really wanna make it.
Shout out to Gabar Allah.
Shaby, you know there.
And the calling number is 646-439-6959. 646-439-6959. Let's talk about it.
no finish my king no finish my king no finish my God no finish my king. Judah is the king go. If he's pagan, he can never mix go. Israel, sure you understand the lingo. I see you in every door. My king no finish my king no finish my king don't suffer.
And shout out to everybody who's streaming in right now. I appreciate you guys for coming in. Please do me a favor, hit that like button on your way in. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Share this message with your fans, friends, and family. Let's help speed the process of raising up the image of God on this earth. Let's help that.
My king, my king. My king no finish my king no finish my king no finish my king no finish my king. Everything I go scatter, praise him like it don't matter. Even the rain I go pitter patter. Me and the fam don't know say it's matter. Shebi you know one finish shebi you know one finish shebi you know one finish my king, my king. Shay you know one life, shay you know one land, shay you know one kingdom. Then serve the living God. Then serve the living God.
And I hope y'all all ready for tomorrow too, man. We're gonna have a great time. Praise the Most High.
Whoa.
No matter what obstacles, man, we still gonna praise the Most High. It's gonna be a great time.
Shebi you know there, I really wanna make it. Shebi you know there, won't make it if you fake it. My king no finish my king no finish my king don't suffer my king, my king.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise the Most High. Listen, y'all don't gotta all call at once. But if y'all, I'll just continue talking. I just wanted to give myself some time to breathe a little. Whoo, woosah. All right. So praise the Most High. Right. But this is a topic that we got to talk about, man. He was restoring the image of God on this earth. He definitely was doing that. And I believe and I understand and I know for a fact he was being used for that. To start, to not, maybe if not finish it, to help start the conversation. Because all it takes is a conversation. That's all it takes is a conversation. And once that conversation is had, it's game over. Because what it took for you to understand what you understand now. It's a conversation. Somebody came up to you like, yo, man, you know who you are? You know your history? Boom, conversation. Changes. And the thought continues. So what he did is not going to be stopped. There's going to be somebody else to raise up in his stead and, you know what I'm saying? And do what he was doing and pick it right up. Because our people are thirsty. Our people is thirsty for understanding, is thirsty for knowledge, thirsty for wisdom. They want that. They need it. Our people need that, man. And the only way we could get that is through the word of the Most High. So the Most High got to set it up where it's coming from the men. Right? And I pray that these sisters could understand and I pray that these sisters could understand and see the benefit of having a brother by your side, having a man by your side, working along with him, but not against him. Right? Because that thought process is just going to have you end up alone somewhere in an apartment, 10 cats running around. And we need to be united. We need to be united on all fronts, y'all. And the nations are laughing at us because we are a people who are divided. A nation divided cannot stand. That's scripture right there. You see a nation divided stand. And this is why you're seeing this nation that we're living in right now falling. Because it's divided. is divided on everything. Oh, you should take you should take the poison. Or you don't take the poison. You got to wear the mask. Don't wear the mask. I'm this gender. I'm that gender. I'm this. I'm nothing. I'm him. I'm us. We're divided. Confused, but divided. Well, not us, them. Right? So praise the Most High for this topic. So we gotta be able to give honor and respect when it's due to one of our own who have the courage to actually stand up for our people and to want to fix them. That's courage right there. Scripture says what? No greater love than this, that a man shall lay down his life for a friend. So this is where we at, family, right? So free speech is not really free speech like we thought it was. And like I said, it's alleged. This is my speculation on it. Because, I don't really like going into conspiracy theories, right? I don't really like going into conspiracy theories, right? But who's to say that brother wasn't approached by some high people? Hear me out now. Hear me out. Because he was organically created. And when I say that, he wasn't set up, meaning they didn't set him up. And when I say they, you know who the they are. The rulers of darkness in high places. The elites. They did not set that brother up. So now, you see a brother out of nowhere, just coming out of nowhere, millions of followers, people are listening, lives are being changed. And you're like, hold up, who is this brother? Hey, Johnny, you know about this guy? Nah. Hey, Max, you set up this guy? Nah, I don't know. I never heard of him. Matter of fact, do some what school did he go to? Where did he grow up? Do some research. Right? And then now he starts to transcend past what they thought he would. Now he's speaking, he's sitting down and being invited and sitting down to other influential celebrities that have money that could do something to change our people. Listen to me clearly. So now he's in these circles now. A man that was not placed there by them, organically created, organically made. Now, who's to say he was an approach like, hey, like what you're doing, man. You're a great guy. What you say your name was again? Kevin Samuels? Oh, it's nice. Amazing. We got this deal here. Let's put it on the table. Take a look at it. Get back to us. Who's to say he took the deal and because I'm self-made. I don't need your help. I've done this already. I'm doing it. I don't need your money. I'm making my own money. After several attempts, hey, so you still not taking the deal, huh? It's a good deal. You don't want to take it? No, I'm good over here, man. I'm good. Kevin Samuels was mysteriously found dead. That's how my brain is working when it comes to conspiracy. Who knows? It may not have went down that way, allegedly. It could have been natural causes, allegedly, right? But in the time that we're living in, people love a good conspiracy. That's one thing that I noticed. People love a good conspiracy. Oh man. So shout out to everybody who came in. I appreciate you guys. You guys are hanging with me on a Sabbath or Shabbat, I should say. Woo, thank you guys for being so generous and hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I thank you all for coming in. I thank you guys for your continual support, your views, your comments, your concerns. I'm going to go to the comment board and see what's going on. Right? Because a lot has been said. Right? Okay. India says, I was watching Monique tell our woman need to stop wearing the bonnets and pajamas and things in public. They attacked her. They attacked her for that. Let me take this out the way. I can't even read this. They attacked her for that too. She was only trying to teach self-respect and value. You see that? There's just some of our people out there who just don't want to be fixed. That's sad, bro. They attacked her because she said, stop wearing these. And I don't know how come that even became a style. I see a lot of sisters with like walking around with the bonnets that you sleep with, different colors, the big ones, right? And pajamas, just walking in the street doing their daily task. That doesn't look appealing to me. Right? What else we got here? Shalom. Oh, hey, my Hyaman is in the building. Shalom. I see you, Ak. Right? SY Pro Studio says, Khan, he has so many good points. That just make you think. Gave so many different perspectives. I appreciated him. I pray the Most High has mercy on him and that we get to see him on the other side with our fathers. Khan, Most High willing, man. Most High willing. We guys got to pray that matter of fact, we got to pray for the protection for all of our brothers and sisters who's willing to stand up for truth. Because it's not too many of us. It's not too many of us that's standing up and actually speaking truth, right? Not too many of us is doing that. Not too many of us is willing to put our lives on the line to help fix our community, right? Okay, I thought I went out for a while. Okay, right? Not too many of us is willing to do that, and we see every time somebody or one of us tries to stand up for what is right and try to help our people, we get taken out the way. But now, what if that individual who's now standing up for our people has the Most High? I'm not just saying just going to church on Sunday, that kind of person. No, who has the God of Israel on their side. I'm just saying, what if this whole time is not the right, they're bringing the right message, but they're not following the right God or the right principles of the right God? Who's to say that's what need to be set up, right? So pray, so we gotta think about these things, man. Because leave it to them, they will have it where the remembrance of our people, of a great man or a great woman, is the negative ones, right? We see it happen all the time. Because moving forward, Bill Cosby will never be viewed as the family man anymore. That image is gone. Bill Cosby, I don't care who you was, white or black. When you was watching the Cosbys, you wanted to be a part of that family. Okay? You wanted your family to be just like the Cosbys. White, black, Chinese, Arab, you wanted your family to be the Cosbys. And he did that for millions. You understand? That was basically, the Cosbys was our family outside of our family. Okay? That's what Bill Cosby did for us. They understood that. So what do you think they did with his image? They dug up something from his past. This man is like damn 70, 80 years old. And they dig up something from his early 30s, probably 20s, and say, yeah, we bringing you up on charges of rape and how you drug these white women. And now he's the rapist now. He's the date raper. That's the image that they want to have. So it don't matter how they set you up. They'll set you up for a time, But they're going to make sure we're going to tarnish your image. Because why? That is the image of the Most High. The Most High need our men to see potential. And what they're doing right now, any man of value that has the potential to change the mind of our men, they're going to either tarnish their image, take them out the way, and still tarnish their reputation to be never heard of again. So that way, the lasting impression or the lasting memory of our people, of these men, is a negative lasting image. That's diabolical. That's how they do it all the time. They do it all the time. Unless they could use that man's image. Because some of you might say, yeah, what about Martin Luther King? You know what I'm saying? They gave him a holiday. they gave him a holiday. You know what I'm saying? I get paid vacation. I get a paid day when I go to work on Martin Luther King's day, right? So they say, but that's an image that they didn't tarnish. Yeah, because he was set up. And he didn't realize until the end, like, yo, he said it himself. He was like, yo, I fear that I have led my people into a burning building. This is Martin Luther King's words. That was his words. After everything is done and he actually sat back and he realized what he's done, he said, I fear that I've led my people into a burning building. And what happened after that? Shortly after that, out the way. Oh, we got a caller coming in. Let me pick this up. Shalom, shalom. Okay. Hello. Born to Levi experience. Okay, this person was bumping some music and called in. All right. Listen, if you're calling in, call in, right? So we could talk. But yeah, man. My Aunt Randy, shout out to Randy as well, too. He's in the check-in, Brother Yahal. He was supposed to actually be on this live with me, but he had some technical difficulties, so I had to start the show without him. But he says, Mr. Kevin been my guy from day one. Most people who misjudge him haven't watched his content enough to get the full message, then just go off a clip someone sent them. That is a fact too, because majority of people are not really sitting through his whole show. His shows be like 2 hours sometimes, 3 hours sometimes. People are not sitting through the whole thing. They'll just take a clip that's controversial and send it and blast it. Like, yo, look at this guy. Look what he's doing. But what about the clip of this of this sister right here? Right? What about her, who had nothing but nice things to say about, our brother? She had great things to say. She said that, yeah, I've only been on his show for 4 minutes, but that 4 minutes was value that I can't never get anywhere else. That's powerful. When you hear something like that, and this is coming from a sister who probably looked like she had a hard life, who probably made bad choices in life, and he was able to help change her mind into the direction where she should be going in 4 minutes. For some people, that'll take a lifetime. That's amazing if you want to look at it in that way. It took him 4 minutes to undo a lifetime of damage. So a man like that, in the eyes of the elite, he's dangerous. He organically has his own followers. He created, you know what I'm saying? He created himself. He's self-made, this man. He's self-made. That's a person that they fear, who has that large of a following, right? And can change the minds of people, and it's changing the minds of millions of people. More than we probably even know. And believe it or not, what he started is only going to continue. What he started can never be undone. The fact that the conversation was had it's already out there. So now the conversation has to just continue because it's been brought to our minds. What are they gonna do? Kill everybody? In their minds, that's what they want to do, though. Just allegedly, that's what they want to do. They want us all out the way. They think if they can have us all out the way, they'll be able to, God would, the Most High would do away with the prophecies, and they'll be able to rule forever. Nah, it's not gonna happen. They done too much dirt on this earth for the Most High to just wink at it or it's okay and look the other way. Hyman says that's why this awakening is a huge problem for Babylon. Khan. India says bring in the robots. Yeah, they want to take us out the way and replace us with robots. Replace us with robots, man. This is the time that we're living in, man. We're living in a time where some strange things are going to be happening. Where the scripture says, men's hearts shall fail. Once again, hopefully you can see it. The number is on the screen, but if you can't see the number on the screen, the number to call in is 646-439-6959. Where's my moderators? Come on, moderators. Y'all gotta put out the number. I'll say it again. It's 646-439-6959. All right, let's get it. And, I'll take a couple of calls and then I'll just, call it quits. Wow. Cassine Ash says Pimp C death too similar to Kevin's death. You see? Listen, man. Is like that's like the form of death they choose to use allegedly to take out our people. Because like I said, the day before he died, he was doing a live stream like how I'm doing right now. He's alive and well. For him to die from a heart attack, I doubt he had heart issues. He don't look like a brother who had heart issues, but we don't know just looking off of the surface. But he looked like he took good care of himself. He was always, well groomed, dressed, right? Take this call. Hey, what's going on? You're now with the Born and Levi Experience. Who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Good. I'm listening to your show, and a couple of thoughts came into my mind.
Who
from
I'm
being a
speaking
fraternity person. Cephas, I'm in the chat room.
Okay, I see you. All right, what's going on? Peace and blessings, brother. You said you was in a fraternity? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, man. A lot of these things that you see, as you said earlier about conspiracy situations, you are right in a sense, because if you look at Prince, you look at Michael Jackson, same death, same number in terms of when their age. There's a correlation with that. You understand?
Right.
A lot of people only get to 50, 55 because of the deal they made. You said it earlier, and it is a fact. They make a deal, and sometimes the deal is for your soul, and sometimes the deal is to humiliate you.
So,
as in Bill Cosby. Humiliation ritual.
So let me ask you. So you saying they actually know that that's part of the deal,
Yeah, of course. Remember how our people are. Our people are not easy, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
We stiff neck. Number one. Number two, we want that fame. We want that recognition, and we'll do anything to get it.
That's a fact. That's
a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you understand, and go ahead.
You said you was also in a fraternity, so you dealt with something similar to that, where you was moving up in ranks.
Yeah, man. I was in the Masons for a little while. I got out of that because I saw Satan in that. The Rosicrucians, I was in that for a little while. And it's like you see the same kind of dynamic in them. They try to, when they teach you, they teaching you away from a higher. They teach you into Satan's hands.
Right.
That's basically what they're bringing you into, because the Rosicrucians is Egyptian. You know what I mean? And they're bringing you right into Satan's hands without you even understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was then, and throughout my life, you know, you're looking for the real God. You're looking. You want that thing to grab onto, to say, okay, I found it. And most of our people are hungry for it.
Right.
You understand? We've been through a lot in our lives, just like you were crying earlier. I'd be crying with you. I went through that for years, trying to look for that God, and you get stirred into being a Muslim. They want to bring you into that, being Christian. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, when you start asking the hard questions, nobody can answer them. You understand? So now, if they can't answer it, it's tricks.
Right.
And who's the biggest trickster? Satan. He's there again. Look him right there again.
Yeah, man.
Look him there again. You know what I mean? And I've been seeing that all my life, and until I found the GOCC, and you know, started following their higher and Elder Ricard breaking it down, that kind of situation. That's when I was like, okay, this is it.
This is it.
Because now you start to see changes in your life.
Right.
The right changes.
You see?
You understand?
And you see,
and a higher has a way of breaking you down for him.
And
you understand?
That,
and I witnessed it, and I seen it. Yes.
That's all it
but
takes.
You have to be willing to be strong to take it. Not all of us are strong, and not all of us want to be humble.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care what they say. I've been around my people all the time.
And we see
you, Levy, I'm Benjamin.
Right.
The same thing. They talk one thing and do something else.
Right.
You understand? They're not real in their heart.
That's a curse on our people.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why you want the best of your people. You're crying like, just like Christ said, they know not what they do.
Right.
They don't understand. You know? And when I hire you that kind of insight for certain things, it's like, you know, it hurts you, but at the end of the day, he knows what he's doing.
Right. Of course. And that's what we have to understand. It's tough. It's hard to see our people go through it, but we don't don't know more than the Most High.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the biggest thing. That's it.
Yeah, he loves us more than we could imagine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if we are not able to humble out and give up certain things, because this world, don't get me wrong, has a lot of things that's hard to give up. Them 7 deadly sins that's around you and you got to be dealing with, it's not easy, man.
Right.
It's not. You understand?
That's why it's a constant thing. It's a battle. Every day we got to push.
Every day, every minute. Every day, every minute, every hour, you have to be prayed up. You understand?
Definitely.
And it's not easy, no. And I thank you for your program, man. I've been watching you, and I'll be in the queue listening. Cephas, that's me.
All praises. I see you, my brother. I appreciate you for calling in, man, and continue to walk, continue to stay strong, man. Praise the Most High. He's gonna give us the strength to keep going.
That's it. In the name of Higher, my brother. Name of Higher. You got it. Higher forever.
Higher forever. Khan. All praises.
Yep.
All right, my brother. Shalom. Shabbat shalom, I should say.
Shalom. Shalom.
All right,
yes, sir. Okay.
Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. You see, and that conspiracy is not too far-fetched after all. Because when you get in those circles, man, or you getting higher up there, you start to be watched. Because they know they did not put you in that position. I did not put this brother there. I didn't set him up. Who put him here? They know who they have in the spotlight. And they were hand-selected and chosen because they know that this person is going to do the job that we need him to do. And here it is, this man organically was created. He started blowing up, and he started to speak about the things that the elites is actually pushing in our communities. They don't think for 1 second they don't want that. They don't want the single household, single mother household dynamic. Don't think for 1 second they don't want that. Having our children lost and confused, our communities filled with drugs. They don't care about that because they understand that through us is going to be a change in the world. So they got to keep their foot on our neck. But the Most High is going to definitely destroy them for that. And he's definitely going to put them back in their proper respective place, I should say. Right? So, yeah, man. We got to continue. We got to continue to fight, man. We got to continue. Yeah, man. So listen, 1 second. Yeah, man. But on a brighter note, man, let's look at it and celebrate the fact that the Most High is awakening our brothers and sisters. Let's look at it like that. Let's not look at his death as, oh man, he's gone, or good riddance, or whatever the case is. But let's look at it as the Most High is starting to work. The Most High is starting to set up the men that need to be set up to put this thing back in order. Let's look at it like that, family. Right? Yeah, because we're gonna see more. There's so much more to come. The Most High is gonna do so much more, but we just gotta keep pushing for righteousness. As dark as the world is, as long as we are still walking with the Most High, there's still some light. So if the Most High could look on the earth and there's still light, there's a chance. There is a chance. There is definitely a chance, man. Praise the Most High. So I'm not going to keep y'all. I've been on long enough. I had to get this off my chest because everybody was talking about it. Everybody was chiming in and was just talking about his death. But I don't really believe anybody was really talking about it and looking at it from the perspective of the Most High. This is the Most High's doing. Starting the conversation for our men to start standing up and our women to get corrected. So that way we could work together as a unit from the beginning. I'm excited, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited for what's to come. And I'm excited to see what the Most High is going to do on this earth. I'm excited. Y'all excited, man? If y'all excited, man, put a qualm in the chat before I end the stream. Flood the chat with Quam, QAM, which means rise, because we're gonna rise. We're gonna rise that thing. Okay, we are going to rise that thing. We are going to rise that thing. Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Shalom to everybody who's on the check-in. I see y'all. And matter of fact, shouldn't y'all all be sleeping? We got to get ready for service in the morning. Well, it's not in the morning. It's in the afternoons. Oh, y'all lucky. Right? We got to get ready and y'all still here. Up with me. But praise the Most High. I see all the qualms in the chat. Appreciate it. That's the new thing. No, we're not saying give me a thumbs up. Nah. Give me a qualm. We're going to change the culture. We're changing the culture. This is our culture. We changing it. We're gonna dictate what we do. We ain't gonna let them dictate what's our style, what's our flavor. All right? Come on now. Praise the Most High, man. Praise the Most High for this evening. Man, the Most High, he's good. He's more than good. He's great. He's awesome. The Most High is gonna really fulfill what he say he gonna fulfill on this earth, man. And I'm looking at all my brothers and sisters right now. I know the Most High is bringing it on this earth, man. We are the proof of that. And this is what they are afraid of, man. This is what they are afraid of. And we're gonna continue Oh, India says, yeah, it's 10 in Texas. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's 10 o'clock in Texas. Oh, y'all are behind us. That's crazy. It's only 10 o'clock over there. It's 11:20 over here. So the Most High is going to do what he say do. Fret not. Because Israel, we will be saved with an everlasting salvation. He's going to do it. We just got to endure. And yes, happy Feast of First Fruits to everybody. If I don't get to see you, peace and blessings to everybody, But for those of you who I will see at service tomorrow, please be there on time, bright and early. And we're gonna rock this thing. We're gonna bring in this feast like no other. So I appreciate you all for coming in. Oh, Shalom, I got my Gabar Amath in the building. Praise the Most High. Shalom, I see you. Right? All my brothers and sisters in here. Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, man. There's so much more I could say. But I don't want to say, because if I keep talking, I'm not going to go to sleep. And now I'm going to be the one ending up being late for service. And I can't have that happen. Right? So praise the Most High, my brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Stay encouraged. Remain encouraged. Long suffer with one another, because that's what it's about. Long suffer. Tarry one for another. Look out for each other. Right? And to the kingdom come, because we all we got. We are all we got. Always remember that. So I appreciate you, brothers and sisters, for coming in, spending time with me on this Sabbath. Once again, if it's your first time on this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you could be edified with more scriptural based topics, right? Stuff that plagues our communities. We want to talk about it. So I appreciate you, brothers and sisters. Until next time, same channel, different time. Peace. Shabbat Shalom. Peace and blessings.